Thoughts can keep you down, pushing deep until you drown. Or they can keep you up strong, focused on the now. Glass half full, or has it been emptied out? Well, that's all up to you and your mind. Do you doubt anything, everything, not a thing? Make my thoughts work for me, manifest what I need, what I want, what I see. I could be anything, I attract all the things that I see. I believe I'll achieve as I breathe in and out again and again. I don't doubt, I sit and I plan, and I found out that I can execute if I'm driven, if I listen, if I learn all the wisdom. Read some books, something written, watch the best, teach a system I invest. Never hidden, I ain't scared, ain't no chicken, I take dares. I'll be winning, you get back what you're giving. Find the reason that you're living, what you're good at, all your gifts and what you love. Take a risk and find out what you've been missing, yeah. The will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. The will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Something, that's all you need. I wake up ready for the day because I believe in everything that I'm doing like it was meant to be. I get fixated and captivated on learning things. Don't hesitate to ask questions, the answer that I need. It's out there somewhere, I swear I can find the recipe. By testing, learning, and turning into a better me. The will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. The will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose.
Down, Nana in one direction. Nana is trying to escape. You know, on the high. Oh my goodness! No, the Melina, and the Melina Blitz just keeping her alive. But that was a.
Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Let's go. Thoughts can keep you down, pushing deep until you drown. Or they can keep you up strong, focused on the now. Glass half full, or has it been emptied out? Well, that's all up to you and your mind. Do you doubt anything, everything, not a thing? Make my thoughts work for me, manifest what I need, what I want, what I see. I could be anything, I attract all the things that I see. I believe I'll achieve as I breathe in and out again and again. I don't doubt, I sit and I plan, and I found out that I can execute if I'm driven, if I listen, if I learn all the wisdom. Read some books, something written, watch the best, teach a system I invest. Never hidden, I ain't scared, ain't no chicken, I take dares. I'll be winning, you get back what you're giving. Find the reason that you're living, what you're good at, all your gifts and what you love. Take a risk and find out what you've been missing, yeah. The will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Real lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Something, that's all you need. I wake up ready for the day because I believe in everything that I'm doing like it was meant to be. I get fixated and captivated on learning things. Don't hesitate to ask questions, the answer that I need. It's out there somewhere, I swear I can find the recipe. By testing, learning, and turning into a better me. Real lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Real lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose.
Down, no, in one direction. Rana is trying to escape. On the oh my goodness, the Melina, and the Melina Blitz just keeping her alive. But that was a
Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Let's go. Thoughts can keep you down, pushing deep until you drown, or they can keep you up strong, focused on the now. Glass half full, or has it been emptied out? Well, that's all up to you and your mind. Do you doubt anything, everything, not a thing? Make my thoughts work for me, manifest what I need, what I want, what I see. I could be anything, I attract all the things that I see. I believe I'll achieve as I breathe in and out again and again. I don't doubt, I sit and I plan, and I found out that I can execute if I'm driven, if I listen, if I learn all the wisdom. Read some books, something written, watch the best teacher system I invest. Never hidden, I ain't scared, ain't no chicken, I take dares. I'll be winning, you get back what you're giving. Find the reason that you're living, what you're good at, all your gifts and what you love. Take a risk and find out what you've been missing, yeah. Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Something, that's all you need. I wake up ready for the day because I believe in everything that I'm doing like it was meant to be. I get fixated and captivated on out there somewhere, I swear I could find the recipe. By testing, learning, and turning into a better me. It lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. It lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose.
Hello everybody and welcome to Waylander Gaming. This is Waylander here, casting for you in the Hunters Tournament. It's Group E, day number 2. We've got an exciting match to kick us off in the evening. Best of ones, as we know, 2 games to play today. The first game, as you will see in the poll, is going to be Hangry up against Unite K9. And so we've had the coin toss, and it's going to be, I think, Unite K9. Who have won the coin toss, and I'm gonna go ahead and pick the left hand side. I will be showing you when we get into the drafting phase. We will be switching across to what's going on with the action, right? So we're gonna have Unite K9 with the first picks, first bans. We're heading into the lobby bans right now, and I'm sure you viewers at home will be quite interested. Kronos, I can't believe he's the first one. Well, sometimes you get lucky, you know, and you're the first person to comment on the action that is going to be heading our way. We're just waiting for the players to swap across and then head into the lobby bans. Kronos yet to the Hunter tournament, right, which is for Madagascar. I do the solo streams for this one. Like I cast the solo, but don't you stress. I talk enough for like 10 people, so it'll seem that maybe there's more than one caster here. Maybe this time around I'll do the voice changeover and just like switch from one voice to the next, and make it seem as if, you know, there's 2 casters or more. But I do talk enough for maybe 100 people, not even 10, 100 people easily. However, let's head into the lobby bans, and it's going to be the Akai 1-1 ban coming out from the side of Unite K9. The 1-1, okay, right, 1-1, no matter what the meta, no matter what the season is, 1-1 just gets banned, 1-1 gets nerfed. This is the way it is. Akai definitely seems like a respect ban, and the side of Hangry, they went for the Xborg and Glue, so focusing on the XP lane, and getting rid of the Xborg potentially means we could see a Fredrin being picked up. Well, Kronos, to see the South African ML scene, this is the Madagascar ML scene, right? So this is Madagascar MLBB. We have another stream running at the same time called the Origins Tournament. That's got the South African teams. Actually, it's a South African team up against the Zimbabwean team. But if you know, this entire region is the Southern African bloc. So Madagascar, Mauritius, South Africa, Mozambique, Namibia, you know, Zimbabwe, Zambia. There's like everybody all in the mix, right? However, we are heading into the actual banning stages right now, and let me get that up and running. So we're going to be heading into the first ban in the actual banning phase, and we have the Florin ban coming out. I think the side of Unite K9 sensed with the Xborg ban, we could be looking for a Fredrin, and if Fredrin is in the mix, then you definitely want to get rid of the Florin. You definitely want to get rid of the Camilla. Not the Camilla, sorry, the Matilda, because you know, Matilda Airways and Fredrin, they seem to go hand in hand. Those combos work very, very nicely. But the Camilla ban did come out from the side of Hangry, and well, in response, we have a Belleric being banned out from the side of Unite K9, potentially meaning that they're going for a bit of a high attack speed marksman, which makes me suspect we could see an Iratel in the offing. So anything with an attack speed, because I mean, that's what Belleric's there to do, right? He is the marksman killer.
They call me a hero because I saved my nation.
Good ban coming out from the side of Angry, banning out the YSS, but interestingly enough, Unite K9 not going for the Lance pick. Lance is still available, and well, having a Lancer on your team, it's just, he's one of the strongest, if not the strongest jungler at this moment in time. So both teams so far not opting for it. We do have Hangry with one more pick, and ooh, they go for the Ruby pick. This is a bit of a flex one. Are we going to see Ruby XP? Are we going to see Ruby Gold? That's the big question right now. Overlord locking onto that Ruby, which would also make it a little bit, not very, but a little bit dangerous to pick up the Lance, because Ruby is, I would say, a soft counter to the Lance, right? Not a hard counter, not like your Kufras or your Francos, a bit of a soft counter, because you know, that continuous CC of hers, like if you just time it right, could prove to be vital. Jin Kazama picking up the Beatrix, which you can see why the Belleric ban did come through, and HTK with the Uranus. So Uranus, monster on the XP lane, and in response you get the Auburn H25 on the Basha. Basha, as we know, is the Mr. Anti-heal.
If you cannot buff.
Interesting Amon ban coming through from the side of Hangry. And, well, a quick response to the Basha pick from the side of Unite K9, getting rid of the Angela. Angela is like heading into, like, just on the very cusp of a must pick, must ban hero. Very cusp. Not exactly there, but, you know, she's just, with the recent patch notes and the patch updates, very strong. Irithel being picked up by Hangman as a counter to the Beatrix, just to supply that extra bit of range and potential wave clearing matchup in terms of speed. And with an Irithel in the mix, this means that the early game so far for the side of Hangry is well and truly on point. They just need to pick up a decent roam. Akai being banned out, so no Akai with the Tigreal. I think that was the reason for the lobby ban with the Akai, because Tigreal, I think they wanted to lock onto the Tigreal implosion plays as, you know, heavy spin, hard counter to that implosion play. What will we see in response to the Tig? Oh, they're actually going for it. I was thinking Diggy not exactly meta, but sometimes it's nice to have a decent counter pick into the whole draft here. But that means Diggy Xavier up against the Kag and Tig. They're going to have to be a bit safe. They're going to have to move as a trio unit along with the jungler. So their rotations have to be tight, very, very close to one another. They're going to have to play a little bit on the aggressive side, especially once Diggy gets that the time journey up and running. It'll allow them to play aggressively. But angry in terms of rotation in the early game. What I'm expecting is around this first turtle, we should expect Irithel's got the sprint, right? So we know what Irithel is planning. Use first skill, second skill, clear the wave, super quick, double quick timing, rotate across, use the river speed, get in there, provide the extra man in terms of the team fight. The revitalize from Diggy will be there or thereabouts just to keep the frontliners more or less healthy and alive as they engage. So they do have a pretty nice composition to the side of Angry in the early game for that rotation. However, as this game goes on a little bit longer, we would expect to see Unite K9 to come to the forefront because their composition scales are a lot better towards the late game. Granted, you do have an Irithel, and Irithel is AFK. Let me just pause this very quickly and find out what's going on with the Irithel. I think they're unpausing, but anyway. Alright, well, we'll let the referee sort out what's going on with Irithel. Yakuza there with a bit of poke damage, but being poked back by Reaper, throwing out those very annoying Diggy bombs. That's just, it's one of those things that's just a problem. Basha decided to use the rotation towards the gold lane, which I think is pretty decent in this particular lineup, or in this particular matchup, because you do need to protect the Irithel. The timing is all going to come down towards when Irithel can get the rotations across. But Irithel's lost a ton of farm, like an entire wave, not even level 2 yet. A lot of pressure being placed here with the Tigreal being present. But there's equal amounts of pressure placed in the jungle, but you don't want to go in Xavier and Diggy up against the Lance, even if it's a 2v1 situation. Not an ideal setup, shall we say, because Lance is just gonna zing his way to, well, murder she wrote, so to speak. But it looks like we have a bit of... Okay, no, I thought Uranus was lagging out here. Ruby, however, taking the opportunity to eat up quite a bit of gold here from the XP lane shield. Goes for the wave cut as well. We'll be just trying to get that level 4. Has the armor fended ready. Tigreal scouting out what's going on. He is not level 4 yet, so no serious implosion plays. Lance trying to find that angle. Oh, nice stun coming in there from Miena or Emina. However, Revitalize coming out from the Diggy. He manages to escape, but there's a counter engage going on into Tigreal. He's also 1 HP. They're trying to chase him down. He's hightailing it back to safety. So that's just going to be 1 kill to the count on the side of Angry. And with this, they've picked up almost a 1k gold lead, so nothing massive just yet. Irithel has gotten a decent amount of farm back in terms of the competition. Oh, there's going to be Beatrix. Pops that machine gun, wants to go in there. But Diggy, with the second skill, does he have the time journey? No, Revitalize, as they're trying to take down the Beatrix. The heals come through from Irithel as she's managing to stay alive. Just healing back up. Tig is in the mix, still doesn't have the implosion play yet. But nice counter in jungle coming in here from Unite K9. They're going for that. A bit of a steel Kang trying to get the pick off. Oh, time journey baited out as Lance gonna be second skill back by the Diggy. Use the Phantom Execution to escape. Oh, but the implosion play catches on top 4. Shotgun blast coming in from the Beatrix. Oh, dawning light from Miena saying Aina. And I'm gonna get another kill. But the Thorn Rose from Lancelot. Yakuza stuck around too long. Much like the Japanese mafia in a lot of the Chinese movies, and gets sent... Well, you can't really say that Diggy gets sent back to the base. Diggy just gets sent back to egg form. Makes you question which came first. Oh, nice combo coming out from Reaper there as he picks up a kill onto the Xavier underneath the turret. So it makes you beg the question with the Diggy. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? Diggy walking into the bush. Second skill back from the Tigreal. There's that blast coming through. Rocket barrage from the Beatrix. But Irithel, she pops that heavy crossbow. Is dishing out the damage, forcing both of them away. However, the Beatrix doesn't have that ultimate on the shotgun to go for the one-shot combo. Diggy putting some pressure in here. The turtle has gone the way of Unite K9. There's the engagement once more on by the Kagura onto the Xavier. Xavier gets back to the safety of the turret. Wants to come in to try to clear the wave, but that's a little bit dangerous up against a Kag. She's just got to get that right angle with those ever so deadly umbrella. Meanwhile, a red buff steal by Auburn. He sacrificed the turtle, went for the red buff steal. I knew that the team wasn't really in position to go for any amount of contest. They decide to rotate towards the Uranus, but I don't think Uranus is a hero that you want to dive on and engage upon. No matter what the numbers are, you're going to have some serious lockdown to deal with the Uranus. Diggy supplying that little bit of extra support. Meanwhile, the counter jungle is on here once more. as Bosch's red buff being engaged upon. This could be an opportunity to get in onto the Beatrix. There's the Diggy. Oh, does land the second skill, but the dash away was there. But Kag with the combo. Time journey not enough to save the Irithel. Meanwhile, Xavier being hunted down, but what an implosion. Catches onto the Thorn Rose into the mix. Will we see the kill onto the Bosch? As I just... Oh, he hits the turtle poison and escapes. Beatrix taking some damage from the Diggy. They need the wave to go through here because Lance does need the dash. There's a Rocket Barrage. Second skill comes through as we should be able to see the dash coming in. Kang diving in onto this Basham. Gets the combo going. Mega kill in the mix. Oh, there's going to be the Phantom Execution coming out from Lancelot as he gets the puncture as well. Underneath the turret and escapes. Nice play coming in there from Lance. Meanwhile, this is the opportunity for Lance to actually put pressure, not just pressure, should be able to take the mid lane turret if Kag joins in just to create a bit of space here onto the Xavier. He does have that full combo going, he does land that first skill, second skill combo, hits the Dawning Light as well, just to make sure. Oh, but the implosion underneath the turret, time journey, there a save, but the punctures come through, not enough in terms of damage, and it's going to be Beatrix with a killing spree. But Basha gets a kill in response. It's roam for roam positioning. Lance in a lot of danger here. Ruby on the hunt. But Uranus just going to zone away. The Thorn Rose does come out from the Lance just as a defensive measure. As we see the vengeance being popped from Ruby. She's dancing around. Wants to hook everybody in there. Throws out the arm offended. But not just onto the Uranus who's, you know, it's a Uranus. You know what he's going to do. He's just going to walk it off. Yeah, Marlon, it's not very often we do see the Diggy, but I mean, sometimes if you're gonna go for a hard counter, you might as well go for a hard counter. Take with the second skill back as Xavier manages to secure the objective. Diggy gets taken down once more. It's a mega kill for the Lancelot. The implosion play into the backline as Beatrix is just setting up. So the turtle being taken by the side of Hangry, but Unite K9 with a double kill there around that turtle. They would be hoping to try and translate this into some turrets, a bit of map control, because the longer this game goes on, the more Irithel will come online. And Irithel in the late game is very, very, very scary. So as you can see, Unite K9, it's almost as if they're listening to what I'm thinking in my head, or I'm at least saying out loud to all of you, and securing one of the turrets. So it's the two side lane turrets, pressure now being placed here on the mid lane. Beatrix with that rocket blast just to push that massive wave clear as there's Uranus into the mix. There's the puncture, the Thorn Rose, the Phantom Execution is still available. Are we going to see it? Now it's the puncture coming through. Puncture getting out. However, Turtle Poison there. What an implosion play, saving the Lancelot. Ruby into the mix, manages to CC up the Uranus, but there's the punctures back into the mix. It's an unstoppable double kill for Beatrix, but she's going to take a lot of damage from the Irithel. The shutdown kill goes in there. Irithel wants to chase down the Kang. Uses the sprint, but then decides, you know what? I don't want to go in a 2v1 situation here. So it was 3-2 kills in favor, going in favor of the side of Unite K9. And all of this with 20 seconds to go for the first Lord. It's about a 4.5k gold lead to them. There's Lance, he's got the waves to dash in, he throws out the Thorn Rose, does have the Phantom Execution, doesn't want to go and use it. Oh, he has used it already, but he's going to get pulled back. It's shut down by the Irithel, so that's a double shutdown going to the Irithel first and the Beatrix, now on the Lance, and this with the Lord. So it means the side of Hangry, they have the opportunity to try and get in position to take this Lord. However, Unite K9 using the map control to keep them split, to try to keep pressure on the lanes so that they're not going to give them the opportunity to try to go for this Lord without the retribution. Time journey being baited out. There's Uranus into the mix. Tig, he's been landing those implosion plays. He knows there's no time journey. He doesn't have the flicker up, so no big surprises will be coming through as contest for this blue buff goes the way of Jim Kazama. I think that's Jin Kazama's brother. There's the engagement into the backline. Kag onto the the diggy. However, the turnaround is in here. They want to land the stuns up. Uranus taking a lot of damage. There's the killing spree for the Irithel. As we know, Irithel is back online. Oh, takes so much damage from the rocket barrage. As Lance wants to go into the mix, he does have the puncture to get the shutdown onto Irithel. Double kill goes away of Lance. There's the armor fended onto this Beatrix underneath the turret, but she has the mobility to escape. They are going to reset, reposition, and Lance saying, gentlemen, ladies, I need some help here taking this objective. Beatrix, I think she's got the Horse Claws here. I was wondering, with the rockets, there was a lot of heal for just the rocket blasts. So picking up that Horse Claws, as we just keep the bulls up online. Irithel, we should see the Malefic gun come out any second now, and with that, that's going to be a massive power spike. Lord making its way up the lanes. I don't think the Lord will arrive before the holy shields are popped, unless, yeah, I think maybe with a little bit of a delay here, it could mean that because it's another 30 seconds to go. But the engagement onto the diggy, there's that rocket barrage, the time journey comes out, and the implosion blade didn't land, it was caught out in the time journey. There's the counter engage on here. Armor fended comes out from the Ruby as the chase is on. Basha into the mix, but is being burst down here. There's a monster kill for the Keg, but oh, Beatrix is so low. Are they going to be able to get Beatrix with the shotgun? However, it's going to be another kill going the way of Irithel. But through all of this, the Holy Shield was taken down by the Lord. Lord is not interested in anything. Lord is like, I'm taking down the turret. So, oh my goodness, the minion just gets one more turret. There's the armor fended coming through. A lot of heals coming in from the Ruby. Let's just see what the anti-heals are looking like. It's just Uranus with the Dom Ice so far. Uranus and Tig went for the Dominance Ice. Maybe we'll see a Lance or Beatrix even pick up the Sea Halberd, though Beatrix is building towards that Rose Gold Meteor. Maybe wants to have a little bit of extra sustain, play a little bit more aggressively. But turret advantage in the favor of Unite K9 at this particular moment in time. They want to pile on the pressure. Ruby just ceasing through the front line, trying to find the right angle. Time Journey is up and running, as well as the Revitalize. Uranus pops the ultimate, gets back to safety. Meanwhile, Beatrix, is she trying to go for a backdoor angle? Goes for a little bit of push. Turtle, it's going to be the Basha chasing down. He does have the turtle poison, throws out some damage. There's the rocket barrage, the shotgun blast coming in. Oh, but the dawning light. It's a 1-for-1 exchange. Tig wanted to come in there just for a little bit of help. However, Ruby dealing with the Lancelot. There's a chase from the Irithel. She pops a heavy crossbow. Was she gonna go to chase the Lance? No, ups against it, knowing that the Kag is on her way. Kag gets that combination, but there's the dawning light. There's the shutdown from Xavier. This is what we know from a Xavier. Ruby once more lands the armor fended onto this Uranus. He's a tanky boy, but has to flicker back to safety. Lance waiting for the right angle, but he's gonna get scouted out. He's going in with the punctures. The dashes away. There's the Phantom Execution into the backline. He does get the kill. Oh my goodness, the Rose Gold Meteor Shield just helping the Thorn Rose in twice as Lance trying to get the puncture off to get the final kill, but he's gonna be CC'd up and taken down, and that is not a kill you wanted to see go the way of Hungry if you're the side of Unite K9. That's no jungle, no retribution with the Lord up and running. 24-15, but the game has swung right now. Pressure being placed, Yakuza and Overlord. Revitalize comes out from the Diggy. Tig, he wants to come in there to land that implosion play combination. Everyone's staying a little bit close, but they're trying to go in. There's the implosion play, but the time journey to rescue. Oh my goodness, Jinkizama dishing out the damage. That Rose Gold Meteor so much on point. They're trying to take down the retribution. They do, but who's going to get the Lord? Oh my god, Ruby manages to secure the Lord for the side of Hangry. And so with this, they have the option right now to be able to even out the turrets, potentially win the game. No Basha, yes, but you've got your lane pushers. It's going to be a 4v5 situation for the most part, but the side of Hangry are going for a bit of a split push combination here. They don't want to focus on one lane. There's Arm Offended onto the lance, has to use a Phantom Execution. Time Journey does come out. Engagement, Ruby doing an excellent job on the front line, chasing Reaper down. They do manage to CC up the tick. Are they going to get the control? Dawning Light does come out. Wishing Lantern is in the mix as well. They do get the kill. Oh, Beatrix, she walks straight into the Ruby. Ruby setting up, killing spree for the Ruby. And with no Beatrix, even though the Lord has been taken down, there is a couple of minion waves strong enough to get some turrets taken down. So this 15.5 minutes mid lane turret has been removed from the equation finally. Uranus being pulled back, being CC'd up. There's a lot of damage being dealt onto him. Ruby with the Arm Offended. They drag him back. Mega kill for the Ruby. But I don't think they have the opportunity to take on any of the tier 3 turrets unless there's going to be a bit of overextension. Thorn Rose from the... Ooh, look at the damage with that Wishing Lantern combo from the Xavier. He does have the items up online. Xavier is one item away. We should see the Holy Crystal being picked up. Maybe potentially even Blood Wings if you want to go for a little bit of survivability. Though right now, with the front line and the way Ruby is just sustaining and dealing through all of this, I don't think you're going to need to go for a Blood Wings. I'd be just saying Holy Crystal time. Let's pop them players like bottles from a distance. Look at this from Xavier. Wants to land the combination. Phantom Execution being used as a counter engage measure. Oh, but the puncture timed out here as Basha trying to chase down the lance. Once more, the Wishing Lantern bits of procced. But there's Death Reaper this time. Or Reaper being scouted out. Diggy gonna be engaged upon, but has enough magic defense. But look at this from the Ruby. She's in a 1v3 situation. Pops the Vengeance. The team is into the mix. Tig is getting CC'd up. The Turtle Poison has come out. The Time Journey counterplay as Ruby on an unstoppable. There's the Dawning Light. Will they be able to CC that Uranus back? The Wishing Lantern passive has been proc, but you gotta run away from the Beatrix. Beatrix is gonna be hitting it hard. But oh, once again, the Cag, she does try to do something, but the Hawk, the Arm Offended onto the Beatrix. However, Beatrix is just shotgun blasting everybody to death. Jim Kazama, which as I said probably is Jin Kazama's cousin, marching down the mid lane. Is this a funeral procession? I don't know. Can Irithel defend this? You just gotta take out the one minion. But can take out the one minion before Beatrix try to get the Irithel. Oh, the wave comes in at just the right time just to stop it out. Irithel, she is quite low. They are going to try to engage her. Oh, what a rocket barrage from the Beatrix. Recall spams. And this is going to be game, set, match going the way of Unite K9. So well played to Unite K9, but the same can be said for the side of Angry. This was a very back and front matchup. A lot of action, both directions. I know the score did finish 30-19 in the favor of Unite K9, but Angry did put up a good old battle there. This was a lot more even than the scores suggested. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we will have the pause screen up and running for just a moment, as we will be heading into the next lobby for the next game of the evening, which will be, for those of you who are interested in finding out what's coming next, it's Unite K9 up against To Play for Fun. And that game, well, it's supposed to be taking place now, but it depends on whether the teams are ready. So we will be back and running with you in just a second.
Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Let's go. Thoughts can keep you down, pushing deep until you drown, or they can keep you up strong, focused on the now. Glass half full, or has it been emptied out? Well, that's all up to you and your mind. Do you doubt anything, everything, not a thing? Make my thoughts work for me, manifest what I need, what I want, what I see. I could be anything, I attract all the things that I see. I believe I'll achieve as I breathe in and out again and again. I don't doubt, I sit and I plan, and I found out that I can execute execute. If I'm driven, if I listen, if I learn all the wisdom, read some books, something written, watch the best. Teach a system, I invest, never hidden, I ain't scared. Ain't no chicken, I take dares. I'll be winning, you get back what you're giving. Find the reason that you're living, what you're good at, all your gifts and what you love. Take a risk and find out what you've been missing, yeah.
Little lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Little lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose.
Out there somewhere, I swear I could find the recipe. By testing, learning, and turning into a better me.
Little lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Little lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose.
Down, no, in one direction. Rana is trying to escape, on the, oh my goodness, the Melina, and the Melina Blitz just keeping her alive, but that was a
Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose.
Let's go. Thoughts can keep you down, pushing deep until you drown, or they can keep you up strong, focused on the now. Glass half full, or has it been emptied out? Well, that's all up to you and your mind. Do you doubt anything, everything, not a thing? Make my thoughts work for me, manifest what I need, what I want, what I see. I could be anything, I attract all the things that I see. I believe I'll achieve as I breathe in and out again and again. I don't doubt, I sit and I plan, and I found out that I can execute. If I'm driven, if I listen, if I learn all the wisdom, read some books, something written, watch the best. Teach a system, I invest, never hidden, I ain't scared. Ain't no chicken, I take dares. I'll be winning, you get back what you're giving. Find the reason that you're living, what you're good at, all your gifts and what you love. Take a risk and find out what you've been missing, yeah.
Little lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Little lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose.
I wake up ready for the day because I believe in everything that I'm doing like it was meant to be. I get fixated and captivated on learning things. Don't hesitate to ask questions, the answer that I need. It's out there somewhere, I swear I can find the recipe. By testing, learning, and turning into a better me.
It lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. It lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose.
Down, Nana in one direction. Rana is trying to escape. On the oh my goodness, the Melina, and the Melina Blitz just keeping her alive. But that was a
Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose.
Let's go. Thoughts can keep you down, pushing deep until you drown, or they can keep you up strong, focused on the now. Glass half full, or has it been emptied out? Well, that's all up to you and your mind. Do you doubt anything, everything, not a thing? Make my thoughts work for me, manifest what I need, what I want, what I see. I could be anything, I attract all the things that I see. I believe I'll achieve as I breathe in and out again and again. I don't doubt, I sit and I plan, and I found out that I can execute if I'm driven, if I listen, if I learn all the wisdom. Read some books, something written, watch the best, teach a system I invest. Never hidden, I ain't scared, ain't no chicken, I take dares. I'll be winning, you get back what you're giving. Find the reason that you're living, what you're good at, all your gifts and what you love. Take a risk and find out what you've been missing, yeah.
Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose.
Testing, learning, and turning into a better me.
It lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose.
everybody down. Nana in one direction. Rana is trying to escape. Yuna on the hunt. Oh my goodness. The Melina. And the Melina Blitz just keeping her alive. But that was a
Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Let's go.
Thoughts can keep you down, pushing deep until you drown, or they can keep you up strong, focused on the now. Glass half full, or has it been emptied out? Well, that's all up to you and your mind. Do you doubt anything, everything, not a thing? Make my thoughts work for me, manifest what I need, what I want, what I see. I could be anything, I attract all the things that I see.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the stream. As we're heading into the second and final match of the evening, we have the revamped Madagascar. I know they went through a little bit of a reshuffle. Larry and B had to recruit, and there's a bit of change in terms of the normal Madagascar lineup that we normally get to see. And they're up against Hangry. Now the question is, and maybe Johari, you can answer this question for me. Is Madagascar, with the current lineup, still considered to be the best team in Madagascar? That's my question.
Your team is taking
The bans so far, CC, X, Borg, well CC is like a must ban these days. X, Borg potentially means we could be going for a bit of a tankier lineup. Hayabusa being removed from the equation, as well as Glue. Glue is one of those also pesky heroes that can deal quite a bit of sustained damage and just disrupt. But Larry NB, YSS open, YSS selected. I mean, you don't really want to leave a YSS open for your enemies to pick up. A nice pick from Miena on that Kimmy in the mid lane. I love Kimmy in the mid lane.
No one can resist my charm.
your team is
Not
taking
even my enemies.
Overlord locking onto that Yuzong, so a lot of backline dive Kelra on the Granger to be a bit more mobile up against that Yuzong. And Metis with the Ruby just to try and contain the Yuzong. But once he's at Black Dragon form, a bit deadly.
team is banned.
Yeah, Johari, I would agree with you. Whenever it comes to new lineups, you need a couple of months to get synergy. Haven't seen much of BG. I don't know if they are in the Hunter tournament. BG is always there and thereabouts. The last game I think I streamed for BG was in the IESF Southern African regionals. So they played up against basically BG represented Madagascar, and they played up against the South African team in the finals of the Southern African block. Hotly contested match, very, very tight, but went to South Africa in the end. But it was touch and go. I'm not gonna lie, that game was oof. And I'm sorry, right? I know I'm pretty neutral when I'm casting, but you know, when we're playing country versus country, you gotta wear your heart on your sleeve. So if you ever go and find that match and you want to know why my commentary was so biased in that particular game, you know, judge me all you like. You know, I'm a South African, so you know I have to back my boys.
I will choose my own path.
He's going for that Arlott play. Arlott is one of those heroes I love to see being picked up. Has a game changer of an ultimate. And Yakuza once more with the Tig pick. So they want to hit those implosion plays into the backline. They've got a lot of control to the side of Hangry. They've got the Tig, they got the Fred, they got the Yuzong. You got the Traction Pulse that can come in from the Kimmy as well for a bit of mini CC. But the pickoff is definitely on the side of Madagascar. They've got the CAG. So Super Frince, it's good. No bush is going to be safe with a CAG around here. Especially the way we've seen Super Frince almost assassinate anybody over the well, the years. But let's see how this is going to turn out as a matchup between these two teams. Angry Jester at the end lost the game in the previous matchup up against United K9. But Madagascar, this is the first time I've seen them back after the reshuffle of players. So I am quite interested to see who was the, I'm going to say former number one. I don't mean any offense to any of you Madagascar fans out there, or Madagascar fans out there. I'm going to say former number one simply because we don't know. They're a bit of an unknown entity right now. We're going to have to see what they're going to be doing, how they're going to be playing in this particular matchup. Because season by season, year by year, there's more and more Madagascan teams that are stepping up to the plate, and they're really improving quite significantly. So this is going to be an interesting battle between these two. It is best of one, so it's like do or die right from the first game, and coin tosses do matter. Super Friends once more with that full combo from the Kag, somehow managing to get quite a bit of poke damage onto Kimmy. Ruby playing Roam in this particular matchup. I can't say that I'm a fan of a Ruby on the Roam position. Does have a place, preferably on the gold lane for me. I kind of love Ruby on the gold lane, but that's enough about what I think is going to happen. Let's focus on the gameplay itself. As you see, the side of Madagascar doing what I think is the best strategy in the game right now, which is placing a lot of pressure on the mid lane. Because if you can win this mid lane battle, it allows for easy rotations, easy sets up for objectives. It is still 30 seconds or so away from this next. Oh, there's going to be the pullback onto the tick. However, Yakuza just flickers to safety, almost being removed from the equation. The Ares went in with a full combo, landed the Petrify, but has to disengage from a Yuzong. As we all know, Yuzong in the early part of the game is he's deadly. He is very deadly. He can insta-delete almost anybody. But look at this from the side of Madagascar. They're opting not to go for the contest. They're going for a bit of a wraparound play, but Irithel is fairly safe underneath the turret unless they want to delay the engagement. Once more, Super Friends on this Kag. He's not allowing Kimmy any amount of space, but the dive here onto Ares in the bot lane. It's going to be the first phase of the Mountain Shocker from the user, from the YSS Yuzong into the mix with the Black Dragon form, but they're waiting very patiently. Ruby seizing him up. There's the Mountain Shocker. Will we see the combo landing? Yes, we do. Who's going to slam this turtle here? As Fred tries to go in there, it's Kag who gets the turtle. Fred, he's so low, cannot get the praises run. It's a triple kill for the Ranger at this stage in the game. He flickers front. He's trying to get it, make it a maniac. It's a maniac. 2.5 minutes. Will we see the Savage? Oh my goodness. Give this man the Savage. Come on. Underneath the turret. Oh my goodness. Tigreal escapes. Shutdown kill. Metis, however, gets the response kill and is executed by the turret. That was going to be a before 3-minute Savage. Granger, you should have went for it. If you died under the turret, you died under the turret. Worth the sacrifice, in my opinion. Oh, Harlot with the full combination taking down Overlord there on the Yuzong. I don't know. What do you guys think? I would have went for it. How often are you going to get a 3-minute Savage? The closest I ever came to, and it was somebody from an island not too far away from Madagascar who stole my Savage. It was going to be a 1.5 minute Savage. Oh, there's the engagement here. Onto Granger. He gets a kill. You should be taken down. He's somehow dancing through all of this. Oh my goodness. Somehow he did managed. Oh, the Super Prince with the pick off here. So Kelra's death was not in vain. The outplay there in a 3v1 situation to get the kill. And well, there was no way to get out of it. It was just too much of control in that particular situation. Yeah, Junior, imagine if the YSS Nice Mountain Shocker into the mix gets the kill there. Yeah, it would have, imagine if that was a Savage. I did have that like once, 1.5 minutes. Maniac. The Savage was stolen from me by my mage. My mage from Mauritius, or rather from Reunion. That would have been the fastest Savage I ever got in the game. Though Kimmy, nice traction pulse coming through onto Larry and B. has the mobility to escape all that's going. Yakuza now has the implosion play. Kelra into the mix as Metis wants to force this Tigreal away. They don't want to let him land the implosion play. There's the traction pulse coming out from the Kemi. However, Armor Fender does land a mounted shocker into the mix. The Dead Sonatas are raining in. It's Madagascar on the pressure, on the hunt. Triple kill going the way of the YSS. So this is your double MMs, because technically this is the double MM strat, really coming to the forefront for the side of Madagascar. They've got a Maniac and a Triple. If you could check their items and builds, what they're cooking at the 5-minute mark. Skypiercer already completed by the YSS. Looks like there's an engagement. Yeah, he's with a kill. Underneath almost underneath the turret. Or underneath his own turret onto the Yuzong. So we're definitely looking at the BOD being picked up. Because the way Madagascar are playing the style of aggression, if you're going to go for the Skypiercer, there's the implosion play, only onto one, only onto the YSS, who does manage to disengage. Kag into the mix. There's an unstoppable coming out from the YSS. He should be very close to completing that BOD. And with that Skypiercer BOD combination, this is going to be a crazy YSS to go up against. What is the Granger picking up? So he's already got the Hunter Strike. So he's got a lot of penetrations. Picked up the Sky. Oh, the Skypiercer procs again once more. Man, it's unstoppable for Ares on this lot. Madagascar piling the pressure here into the jungle. There's the engagement. The final slash coming through from Ares, as they take down yet another. And all this, the third turtle is not just up, is not even up yet. There's still another 20 seconds to go. Madagascar looks like they're back to their old ways. New draft, new lineup, same old Madagascar. Oh, implosion play doesn't manage to land onto anybody. Ruby somehow managed to escape this. It's a double kill for Harlot. He's diving it, but there's the Petrify combination. Yeah, by the Yuzong. Catches 3, manages to get 1 kill in response, but Ares was taken down underneath that tier 2 turret. Third turtle for the match is up and running, but I don't think the side of Hangry have the numbers or the health to even contest for it just yet. Kelra landing the Death Sonata combination as Overlord. He's trying to escape the tensions of the Granger. Granger's like, no. Come here, my boy. But Overlord gets back to the safety of that tier 2 turret. Granger, let's just check the stacks on Granger very, very quickly. 396. That's insane. 396 stacks. We're only at 7.5 minutes. Granger is hurting. Gonna really hurt at this moment in time. Not that many stacks on the Skypiercer because of the recent death. Oh, but there's Kag underneath the turret trying to get something set out. Has baited out that implosion play. The pullback onto the Ruby. Oh, the Mountain Shocker catches onto everybody. It's going to be all out with a kill. The CC onto Yuzong. The final slash to end it all. It's a double kill going the way of Ares. But 3 kills overall. Pressure being placed here into the base. Kelra, he's like, on a style on everybody. He doesn't care that he's in the base. Look at this Madagascar conceal play from the Ruby as they're just farming in the base, yet the tier 2 turret in the mid lane being removed from the equation. Madagascar in a dominant form at this stage in the game. Right now, okay, it used to be Madagascar the best, would have been considered to be the best, but they went through a massive reshuffle after the MSA Cup. Oh, a nice kill coming out from the Kagurashi. It's the combination. Yuzong trying to force everybody back, but it's going to be a lot into the backline. Hits the final slash. He's going to be taken down, but it's a full team wipe. As we would see the mid lane turret being taken out. They actually had the opportunity. They could have ended if they wanted to, Madagascar, but they decided to maybe be a bit more safer than that. I think they're going for a couple more kills. But like I said, it was considered to be Madagascar, right? The reshuffle has changed things. So if I had to pick a team right now, I know Madagascar are dominant. You can see how good they are even with the reshuffle. But Bang Gang, as Johari mentioned, Bang Gang is a different kettle of fish.
Gang is very, very, very strong. It doesn't matter who they're up against. They've been dominant for a very long time. Nice pick off here by Yakuza with that Tig setting up the kill for Hangman on the Aerotail. Kag once more lands the combo onto the user. Black Dragon form being used to escape Frederick, trying to CC everybody up the team coming in. But there's Ares into the backline. Final slashing everybody to death. Gets the double kill. The chase is on. Will he be able to stun out this? Oh, not even the Appraiser's Wrath in time. It's just Yuzong left alive to defend. And Arlot and Kag. The only ones putting pressure here into the mid lane. Lord is up. Will we see Madagascar go for this Lord? Is the question. Oh, Kag with a godlike play. The implosion does land. However, the final slash into the mix. I'm offended comes out as it's a killing spree on the Arlot. He's underneath the base. Sky Piercer does proc, but he's going to get CC'd up. He's taken out of the equation. And with that, the opportunity to take a couple more turrets. Oh, Mountain Shocker onto the Fretted, who has to disengage, but the Sky Piercer once more. How many stacks is this Yuzong on at this moment in time? Full 80 stacks on the Sky Piercer, so I mean that's as good as the Sky Piercer is gonna get. Should have picked up the BOD. Yeah, BOD, Malefic Roar, and the Endless Battle as well. So that's all the big items to deal with the Taggy combination once more. It's Kag into the mix, does bait out the implosion play as well. Engagement here onto Yuzong. Does manage to get his passive procced on a bit of heals. Pressure being placed here onto the bot lane turret. Yeah, they're just baiting out the skills. You can't really CC a Kag. You're gonna have to wait for Flicker Implosion into the backline, but you've got Kag and YSS who have that CC immunity. A Black Dragon form does come out from the Yuzong, but being used defensively to try to clear the wave. Pressure being placed on once more. The turret almost taken down. Well, there's one more wave into the mix. Immortality picked up by the Arlot. Ruby in the front line. There's the engagement by Kag. Oh, but this time around the implosion play catches caught everybody. Full 5-man implosion play. Final slash does not land on the mark. The final tier 3 turret should be taken out of the equation. There's the engagement onto Aerothel. She's going to be taken out. The Death Sonatas are raining in. The final tier 3 turret is just a sliver of health away. The waves are pushing in right now. As Tigreal is trying to get a combo going, but once more the final slashes into the mix, and it's a legendary for Larry NB.
Red team hero has been slain. Red team hero has been slain. Shut down.
Shut down from the Yuzong as he manages to get a kill. And so this, sometimes, you know, I'll say this much. If Madagascar lose this game, it'll be their own fault. We have seen it happen before. When you have the opportunity to win, you should win. Otherwise, you're just wasting my time and everybody else's time, and that is something I do not appreciate.
team hero has been slain.
I'm offended onto 2 players. The wave being pushed in. There's a final slash implosion play. Does catch out 2. But Fredrin has been removed from the equation. That's going to be, should be a full team wipe. The Black Dragon form does come out. The minions are taking down the base as there's the full team wipe. The minion wave is just one more hit coming through there. And that should be it. Game, set, and match.
Team hero has been slain. Victory!
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, it concludes tonight's stream. Thank you for tuning in to watch. It was a pleasure, as always, to cast for you, and we'll catch you on the next stream tomorrow. But tomorrow we will have some different casters in the house, so you get to hear a different voice, or different voices, shall I say, from tonight. Right, and so I'll be catching you all on the next stream. Thank you for watching.